Mixed numbers and improper fractions. I want to make a picture to represent 2 1/4. Okay, so I decided that I'm going to use circles, and I've divided these circles up into 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces for each of these circles. Okay, so this 4 in the one circle represents a whole, right? 4 quarters, 4 over 4 is 1. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shade in 2 1/4. So if I've got 2 wholes, then I need 2 entire circles, right? I need 2 entire circles to represent the large 2. Okay, so there's the 2 taken care of. Now I need to shade in some portion of this one to represent 1/4. Okay, well this is divided up into 4s, and 1/4 will be one of those 4s, so I can shade in one piece of this pie. So 2 1/4 could be represented by this picture right here. And if we want to write that as a improper fraction, this is a mixed number here, right? There's an integer and there's a fraction. An improper fraction is going to have a numerator and a denominator, and the numerator is going to be larger than the denominator. Okay? So how do we do this? Well, this is obviously all quarters, right? So the denominator is going to be a 4. And now we need to know how many of those fourths, how many of those quarters do we have? Well, we can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so there's 9 quarters represented by this picture. And so we put the 9 in the numerator position. So 2 1/4, that's the mixed number, equals 9 over 4. That's the improper fraction. It's improper because the number in the numerator position is larger than the number in the denominator position. Okay, let's do some more of this. So how many quarter pieces are in 2 3/4 pies? For instance, 2 3/4 pies. How many 1/4 pieces? How many 1/4 pieces are in 2 3/4? So we'll have to make our own picture here. There's going to be 1, 2, 3 circles, okay? And the denominator is 4 again. So I'm going to split these circles up into 4. You don't have to use circles. You could have used squares. You could have used another shape, as long as the pieces are all the same size. So you can see that these quarters are all relatively the same size. Okay, so now I need to shade in 2 3/4. Well, the 2 is again represented by 1 and 2 pies. Okay, so that's that taken care of. And now we need to do the fraction, 3/4. Okay, so this circle is divided up into 4 pieces, and we need to color in 3 of them there. Okay, so how many 1/4 pieces are in 2 3/4? Well, we just have to count what we've drawn, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 1/4 pieces in 2 3/4. Okay, much the same. How many whole pies are in 13/3? Okay, how many whole pies are in 13/3? Okay, so again, we'll use circles because they're nice, they're easier to draw, and we're calling them pies, so it makes sense that they're in the circle shape, although, again, they don't have to be. I don't know how many pies I'm going to need to make this drawing, so I'm just going to go ahead and guess, and if I have too many, then that's fine. If I don't have enough, that's also fine. I can always go back and change it, right? We're just sketching here. So let's draw 6 pies. And the denominator in this question is a 3. So we're going to split these pies up into 3. And they don't have to be perfect, but do your best when you're sketching these drawings. Okay, so each piece should equally be 1/3. There we go. Okay, so now we have a bunch of pies. They're all split up into 3, and we're saying how many whole pieces are in 13/3? Okay, this is our question. All right, so we're going to have to shade this in. We're going to have to shade in 13 pieces, right? That's the numerator. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So as I said, I didn't know how many pies we were going to need. I just decided to draw 6. I drew one too many, no problem. Nothing shaded in here, so we're not going to count it anyway. And could have drawn extra too many, or I might have been missing one, in which case I just add another, right? If I counted up to 12 and I needed another one, I just draw another one, and I get that last 13th piece. So now we can look at how many whole pies are in 13 thirds. Well, we look at our picture. This one is completely shaded in. So is this one. So is this one. So is this one. So there are 4 whole pies in 13 thirds. Okay. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 wholes. Okay. And then if we wanted to write the mixed fraction here, okay, so obviously there's a 4. And we also have this little piece here also, right? That makes 13 thirds. Okay, so this picture right here, just this one circle, is 1 shaded in piece out of 1, 2, 3 total. Okay, so that piece there represents 1/3. So 4 1/3 is an improper fraction for 13 thirds. Sorry, 4 1/3 is the mixed fraction for 13 thirds, which is the improper fraction.